Hello, Mav Nation. Welcome to the Mav Alumni Spotlight. Today we have softball alum Jenna Ausiello with us. Welcome, Jenna. Thanks for joining us.
Now, why did you choose Mercy?
Um, I chose Mercy because I was from a really small town in California. Um, and I just kind of knew I wanted to get out and explore a little bit more, kind of get outside
Hmm.
of my comfort zone. So I chose Mercy because it just seemed like it had the city life, like we've talked about, with New
Hmm.
York, Manhattan being close, but also Mercy kind of had that community, small town feel that I was used to in California.
Hmm.
Um, and like, I just remember my recruitment trip. The girls took me to Times Square, Grand
Oh
Central.
yeah.
Being a small town country California girl, it was like
Hmm.
amazing to me. So they really sold me on my recruitment trip with like, here, hop on a train, go right down to Grand Central. Like it's all accessible. So that's kind of why I chose it. It was just a
Yeah.
good place to get out.
Yeah, absolutely. What part of California are you from?
Northern California. So I'm about 40 miles north of San Francisco in Sonoma County. But I live in Denver, Colorado now.
Oh, cool, cool, awesome. I actually went to San Francisco for the first time last year. It was
Nice.
yeah, it was super beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's a great city. I mean, I love California, but Colorado, I love a lot too. So,
I hear you.
you know,
All right, now what
where-
was your yeah, what was your major at Mercy?
my bachelor's bachelor's was health science with a minor in business,
Hmm.
and then I stayed and got my master's at Mercy in health services administration.
Awesome. And who was your favorite professor, if you had one, and why?
It was so long ago. Honestly, I never had like a bad professor at Mercy. Everyone was really great, and the classes were small, so it was easy to get to know your professors. Um, One that really stands out in my mind was in my master's program,
Mhm.
Mr. Scarpino. I think that's his name, I hope. He was like my health law professor, and he was an actual judge for Westchester County. So he
Oh,
was
that's so cool.
like a really cool, down to earth person, but also very like powerful. And um, I just really enjoyed his class and the way he taught. It was awesome.
Yeah, I love when you can have like that actual like personal relationship with a
Yeah,
professor and it's not all like,
they know you,
professional.
and
Yeah, yeah.
it was just, it's so nice to have.
Mhm.
And I went to like a really big junior college before I transferred, and it was just such a different experience, with my
Yeah,
relationships with teachers from there to Mercy. So
yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a huge upside going back to the community topic that we had. But just the small and getting to know your professors and the class size, like that's actually a huge plus
yeah,
at Mercy.
absolutely. And it was beneficial for me to learn too. Like
Oh
I
yeah, I
yeah,
definitely need more hands-on myself. So
yeah,
it's yeah, I'm not good in big crowds, so I completely
no,
understand. I
yeah.
hear you. All right. The next question, we're gonna move on to like your athletic career.
Okay.
What was your fondest athletic memory at Mercy?
Um, okay, so 2010, there's actually a lot that stick out, but 2010 was like a really special team. We made playoffs for the first time in school history,
Mhm.
which I know you guys have done quite a bit since then. Um, and that year, it that was my first year there.
Mhm.
And it was just really great to see like the camaraderie and the teamwork to come together. That year we beat quite a few ranked teams. I think Dowling, they were ranked within the top 10, and we beat them twice,
Oh wow.
including the playoffs. And it was huge. Stavola was their number one top pitcher, and we just crushed her. And so that
That's
was
so awesome.
the best. Whenever I think about my college career, it's like that year and what we accomplished as a team, and then beating Dowling. Did we beat Malloy? I want to say we beat Malloy too. It was just a magical year, the whole year. Making it to the playoffs, the tournament, and everything. It was really fun.
Yeah, that's definitely a great experience, especially the tournament. The tournament is so fun.
Yeah.
So
Well,
fun.
we only did the what was I in the East Coast League? Is that what it's called?
East Coast Conference.
East Coast Conference. Like what
It's
it was
close. It's close.
PCC. There we go.
Yeah.
We only made it to the PCC playoffs, not like the regionals or anything. But it was still just really cool to be there because no one thought we were. Like we weren't even in anything the year before, and so we kind of shocked everyone that year, which was pretty cool.
I feel like something about like especially the softball team is that every year that we're like the underdog or ranked the lowest at preseason, we do the best.
Yeah,
which is like just so satisfying as an athlete, you know.
Also, like, give us some damn credit by now, like we've.
I hear you, girl.
I
hear you. Yeah.
Again, but
I hear you. What was the most valuable thing that you gained or learned from your time at Mercy?
Yeah, I think for me it was definitely gaining my independence, and just learning how to rely on other people. My teammates really opened doors for me, and their families opened their doors for me, and it was just nice to see and feel welcome somewhere, and knowing that I could put myself in that position to be successful and feel like I do belong somewhere else other than my hometown. So yeah,
that's awesome. That's a great answer.
Yeah, thank you.
What advice would you give to current student athletes?
Oh, enjoy it. Like really just cherish and treasure these times. They do end. I know everyone hears that. Everyone says it to you, and I heard it a million times my senior year, and it's like, yeah, okay, like whatever, it's softball, but really like it will be something that you miss, and it will be something that you realize is part of your identity and who you are as a person, but you're also more than an athlete. There is life after sports, but just really cherish it and enjoy the time and the opportunities that you have to stay on that field and keep putting those cleats on.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think that like the post graduation, like, well, I'm not an athlete anymore, so what do I do? Dude. That's like such a huge like realization that people honestly don't talk about.
No,
and that's a huge transitional period.
Yeah, because it's for you too. Like you've moved your life for this sport. Like every decision I made up until I was 25 was based on
shaped around it. Yeah.
And so then it was like, oh wait, I don't have to make a decision about where I'm going to play or how I'm going to train. Like who
what do I do?
So like it's been 8 years. It's but there was a few hard years after playing and after just not coaching, and that you're just kind of like, okay, who am I really? But that's been like
what now? Yeah.
Funnest journey too is you're actually getting to know your true self and not you as an athlete. But I miss those. I would trade anything for those days, like just cherish it. That's like the best advice I could give is live in the moment and be happy and proud that you are doing this and you're actually able to play. Because not many people are able to keep playing as long as we do. So just, cherish it, be proud, but also like think about who you are outside of your sport too.
Awesome. Well, that's a great answer too. So you're doing good. There's no reason to be nervous. Have you been back to Mercy to see the new athletic facilities?
Oh, my last trip there, I want to say they were building the dorms. So I don't I haven't seen the field. I think the field like barely had the dugouts. Have you seen pictures of what the field used to look like?
Some. I've seen a few pictures. Yeah. And let me tell you, it has come a long way. It's come a really long way.
I have heard. But I've seen some pictures and videos of the changes, but I haven't seen the new. And like Victory Hall. That last time I was there, still like a high school, so I haven't seen the update or the new gym or anything.
Yeah. The dorms that they were building that you're talking about, those are like beautiful dorms. They're super nice. There's like a bunch of suites in there. Yeah. I've heard stories about the hill too. I've heard many stories about the hill. So I'm thankful that there's dorms there now. Trust me.
Yeah, absolutely. I hated hill days. I hated them so much.
I hear you. Have you seen like the bleachers or the steps that they put in by the turf?
No,
Mm.
no. Last time I was there was when those hadn't been built yet, but the turf, I think the turf got put in my senior year. So I saw
Oh
that,
wow.
but not anything that they've built. No.
Since then.
It's so funny, like, to see how Mercy has changed and think,
Hmm.
think like I went there then,
Yeah.
and now what it is, like, I would choose Mercy in a heartbeat after seeing all, like, it looks like a real college now.
Yeah,
It's amazing. It's amazing.
yeah,
So
that's
it's
funny.
cool. Yeah. Like, when I think about my tour and like walking around, I think I just wanted to get out. It was like, all right,
I hear you.
this
Yeah.
it's on the Hudson, like this is great. But now seeing it, I'm like, oh my God,
Oh
it's
my
like
God. Yeah.
school now.
I hear you. Before I moved here, I actually thought that like people would be able to swim or like do like whatever in the Hudson. So I was like, oh yeah, like summers are gonna be so fun here. And then I got here and people were like, don't put a finger in that
You'll grow
water.
your thing.
Yeah, that's don't even go near it. So I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, it's so funny.
All right. So we're just wrapping up here. So what is your current occupation?
Right now, I work for Kaiser Permanente, their Institute of Health Research, as a senior professional research assistant. So I work a lot in public health research studies, doing recruitment, getting
Oh yeah.
participants, and collecting data. I've been with them for 5 years now. I started in California. I worked there for I worked in research there for 3 years, and then I transferred to Colorado a year ago.
Awesome. And you're loving it. I'm assuming from how you're talking about it.
Yeah, I love. You mean Colorado or research?
Both.
Both. Yeah, I mean both
Yeah.
great. I got my master's in, like I said, health services administration. So I thought I'd do more like hospital admin,
Yeah.
that whole side. But in my internship, I just wasn't crazy about the day to day, and
Yeah.
thankfully found research, and I love it. I mean, it's been interesting, challenging, and just kind of something that I feel like is what I'm supposed to do, but I just never knew,
Yeah.
what it was. But I like research a lot. And then Colorado, yes, the sun shines 300
Oh yeah.
there. Like it
Yeah.
snowed like a foot and a half on Tuesday, and then it's 60 degrees today. So it's
Oh
like
my God.
amazing.
Yeah. Are you like really close to the mountains or anything?
Yeah, the mountains are
Yeah.
like, I see them every day
Yeah,
out
yeah, yeah.
the building, which is awesome. And we're up 5,000 feet here, but they're close. They're awesome. It's a
Yeah.
nice trade, the beach to the mountains.
Hmm.
But it was
Yeah.
like you're landlocked, but there's so much to do, which is
Yeah.
really great.
My softball team used to play in the Sparkler tournament in
Yes, I
Colorado.
did that that's
Really?
why I
No
moved
way.
here.
Oh
Yeah,
my, yeah, like ever since I played in that, I'm like, you know what? Maybe one day like Colorado would be a
yes,
beautiful place to live and like actually
1,000%.
like start a life, you know?
Yeah, me and my friend who we played softball in high school together, we would come here for the
Hmm.
Sparkler tournaments.
Yes.
She moved here before I did, so she's been here for
Hmm.
like 6 or 7 years because of those trips.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm coming. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Oh
And
my
then finally,
gosh.
like, I was able to transfer, and it all worked out. But yeah, like
That's
Denver,
so cool. Yeah, that's so cool.
I love it so much. There's just like a huge. I'm really like me after sports was getting into live music and
Oh yeah. There's a
shows.
huge
All of
scene
that.
for that there.
It's huge. I mean, not with
Yeah.
COVID, but before.
Pre-COVID, yeah.
Yeah. After COVID, it'll be really fun. But it's gotten me out to like explore the mountains a little bit more, not having shows to go to. So there's the positive. But yeah,
Awesome.
Denver's great. Highly recommend it.
Awesome. All right. And then is there anything else that you would like to add, like personally, professionally, anything like that?
No, I don't.
Mm.
I don't think so. This is like going on the Instagram, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's on the Instagram and the website.
Okay. No, I feel like I've said a lot of it. Like, just cherish your time as an athlete. If you're thinking about going to Mercy, I highly suggest it. The athletes all get along really well, and it gives you a lot of good camaraderie. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's Do you have any questions, like, for me or playing why, you personally?
Um, no, I mean, I think really the biggest thing that I would take from that would definitely be the advice that you gave.
Mhm.
And I mean, my playing time is coming to an end this year. I'm a senior this year, so I just had a few short months left, but I'm holding on to them, trying to make them last, make the most of every day. So
Yeah, exactly. That's what I kept telling myself, because you get in that grind. Like, the season's short, but it's heavy. You play a
yeah.
lot of games in a short amount of
Hmm.
time, especially compared to Texas. I'm sure you
Oh
can
yeah.
a lot more months than you can.
All
That
year
was
round,
like
baby. All
the
year round. Yeah.
the hardest transition for me was like learning how to practice inside and getting that many games in such a short amount of time. So it, end of March, beginning of April, it would get tough. But that last year I kept telling myself, like, this is it. This, you just got a little bit left. Like, enjoy this. This is not going to be how your days go after this. So
Yeah.
just always remind yourself. And when, Coach Mike is getting at you or anything like that, like, just tell yourself, I love this sport and I'm here for me and no one
Mhm.
else. I'm going to cherish it.
Yeah.
Of course, be there for your teammates, but really, like, you're there because you love this sport.
Hmm.
So just take that love and play it through that. That's
Absolutely.
I
Well,
miss
that's
coaching so much.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm trying to find something to do with softball after I graduate. I don't know
Yeah,
what it is, but I think somewhere I don't know if I'm gonna be able to walk
hopefully.
away. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? So I'm trying to get involved somehow.
yeah. I
So
tried coaching. It was, for me, like, it was hard to convey the passion through words instead of like
mhm.
going on the field and being able to do something about it,
Yeah.
having to tell someone to do, like, that was the hardest thing for me in coaching, was like just stepping back and knowing
Mhm.
it's in their hands and I can't really do anything about it. Like, it was tough. And then parents are just awful.
A
But
league of their own.
that's a whole other story. I could go on for days.
Yeah, right?
I try, I really tried. I gave the whole coaching route a go and it just wasn't for me. Like, now I play slow pitch and I love it, and
Oh
that's
yeah.
that's like how I get it out. But
I hear you.
yeah, I hope that you have a different experience and you could stay in by coaching or doing something,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
that was my tough. Coaching was hard. It was hard.
It's not for everybody. Some
Yeah,
people are just born to do it and they're amazing at it, and some people
exactly.
it's just not for everyone, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. But I think you should try. Like,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
try, give it a go, and then you'll learn quickly
Yeah.
if it's for you or not.
Absolutely. All right, well, those are the end of my questions too. So I
Okay.
just wanna thank you for being able to, schedule time to be able to meet. I really enjoyed speaking with you. It's nice to see that some of the things that you experienced in your time, I'm still experiencing here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks again for being flexible. I'm happy I was able to
Of
do this.
course.
Like,
Yes.
speaking on video is always so kind of nerve-wracking. You did really good. So thank you.
Thank you, thank
Thanks
you.
for
You
keeping me
you did
on.
great too, so yeah.